lives on tape. It lives on tape. Stop worrying.
Not once, if you hear me.
It lives on tape. Tape.
Another technological disaster.
It lives. It lives. It lives on tape. Look out! That slithering death is right on you!
Okay, so welcome everyone back to 2024 of It Lives on Tape. I'm here as always with Tanner. How you doing?
Good, thanks, Torkel. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling slightly rusty because we've had a little break from It Lives on Tape over the new year.
Yeah, I'm feeling equal parts rested and rusty.
Yeah.
It's like a car that's been left in a field for too long. You know, will it start? Won't it start? Maybe some reeds and ivy growing through its engine.
I like that. That's very visual. I like that, the balance of it. I also feel very rested, but also rusted. So, but we're going to get the car chugging along with or without the weeds in it. And because today we're starting off our first episode of the new year talking about our predictions on the upcoming horror movies that are to come out in 2024. So the idea came from because I have been watching a lot of basketball content online in preparation for a new season of commentating that I'm going to be doing. And one of the things that they do a lot in sports is they do predictions, like how the teams are going to perform, how players are going to perform, things like that. So we came up with this idea to predict how the horror movies of 2024 are going to go down.
Yeah. So we've watched a lot of trailers today. Some things haven't had trailers brought out yet. I almost got duped at the start of the year by a fake Alien trailer. And I was like, wait, this is just a whole bunch of reused shots from the previous movies.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Because as I was adding Alien Romulus into this document, I also watched a fake trailer. And I was adding in my comments, I was like, bad CGI. And then I realized it was not the right trailer.
Yeah, there's like AI generated parts. There's like bits from old movies. There were like 3 or 4 different trailers because I went digging for it.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh man, I was mad. So I'm keen to see a proper trailer for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've watched a whole bunch of trailers. We've done a little bit of reading into some of these movies, and we're going to give our predictions as to whether they'll be good, whether they'll be terrible, whether they'll be fun, whether they'll be torture, and you know, maybe have some fun with predicting plots, or maybe we'll just get completely distracted and start planning 2025.
Yeah. No, I like that. We're going to give you our raw and honest takes about every film. Well, not every film. I should specify that. We may have missed some of movies that you as the audience are very excited for. And we apologize for that. You know, we can't make the list too long. We know that there's going to be a lot of horror movies coming out. So we've added in a few quite big ones, a few sequels and spin-offs and stuff like that. And
we hope that your attention span is greater than your rage for us not including every film that's coming out this year. Exactly. And also, if we've missed any that you think are we're particularly egregious for doing so, let us know. Yeah. Reach out.
That's a good idea. And then we can maybe give our prediction.
One of the means that we're putting on the screen.
Yeah.
Although maybe people just listen to audio only, hit us up on Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram's the place to go. And we may give you a prediction in a future episode on that, or even a review if it's good. Or if it's particularly horrible.
Yeah.
Those are the two good reasons to review something. The middle ones are not that good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so we're already a couple months into 2024, and the big horror movie that I can think of that's already come out that was well talked about leading up to it was Night Swim.
Yes. A film that I have seen already.
Yeah. What'd you think? And what do you think leading up to it before you watched it?
Right. Leading up to it, I wasn't expecting great things.
Okay.
I thought I'd seen the trailer and I thought, oh yeah, okay, it's a haunted pool. That's kind of, it's going to be interesting to see how they make that interesting.
I love that.
And they did make it interesting.
That's good.
I'll give them that. They
Yeah.
shot the pool in lots of different ways that, I think if I was making that movie, it would just be a single camera angle of the pool, probably.
It'd be like
they managed to
paranormal.
make it-
Was it Paranormal Activity 2, where there's one
Right,
of
yeah.
the security cameras that's just staring at the pool the whole time?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, they shot it from a bunch of different directions. There were like some spatial weirdness things happening with the pool as well, which is kind of cool.
Okay.
But largely the movie wasn't anything to write home about.
Damn.
Yeah.
Already
Yeah,
the
I think
first flop of 2024.
Yeah. Yeah, we're off to a cracking start.
I was going to say, I was super excited for it leading up to it because, there's that childhood fear of like the deep end of the pool. And I thought that's such a funny concept to play on that. Then I saw everyone was saying it was bad. And so I haven't even bothered to watch it yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, there's some Marco Polo going on. It's like,
Nostalgia.
kind of a creative throwback, to some nostalgia that we all have. But there was this weird, constant baseball theme throughout the entire movie to the point where I think my Letterboxd review was, if I can read it out.
Oh, please.
This film is just Field of Dreams if Field of Dreams was about a murderous haunted pool. And really, that's the movie. It's like the father, he was a professional baseballer. He had some injury, some debilitating injury that stopped him from doing the running part of the baseballing. I think it was sort of a muscular degenerate disease or something. And so they were moving into this new house, and the pool was a selling point. He could do his hydrotherapy from home. And yeah, the whole film is basically him trying to get back to playing baseball while this haunted film is trying to kill his family.
He's like, but we really want to keep the pool. We can't leave. It's like, but little Susie just died.
The pool's like reinvigorating him and healing him as well. He's feeling like better than ever.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I won't give away the rest in case you want to watch it.
Oh, honestly, it sounds like my kind of movie, so maybe I will have to watch it and see. Give my hot take.
Sure.
Oh, I love that. But we've actually got a lot of hyped and a lot of interesting movies, to put it politely, coming out in 2024. Of course, including the pool movie, which I've already forgotten the name of. Night Pool? Something like that.
Night Swim.
Night Swim. Night Pool. It's like Knight Rider.
The pool movie, as you called it before.
The pool noodle that kept sinking. Now that's getting a bit abstract.
That's something that was missing from the film. There was no like possessed pool noodle moment, which
Come on.
was a real missed opportunity.
Yeah, that's an obvious one. You got to get bashed in the head by a pool noodle or something. Someone put a rock
It's
in
like
it.
surfacing from like having to hold your breath for ages because the pool is haunted. It's pulling you down. You come up, bang, hit with a pool noodle.
Yeah. The possessed pool noodle like strangles you like a snake. Like, no.
Oh, is this the film we're making? I don't know.
Yeah, this is our spin-off. This is our like Piranha 3D version of Night Swim.
It should just be called Pool Noodle. It's like Rubber. That film about the tire.
Yeah, the killer tire. Yeah, the killer pool
the killer
noodle.
tire.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Well,
Wonderful.
with all that fun,
Man, what are we
we've-
doing with the podcast? We should
I was
be
saying-
making this movie.
Yeah, that's our writers segment already. Like, there we go. Another brilliant idea formed on the It Lives on Tape podcast right here. We're going to get on to making these ideas eventually.
We are a horror factory here.
Yeah.
It's insane.
But let's get into the next release that we've listed for March 14th is Imaginary. And I think this one is similarly marketed and hyped up to Night Swim. It's like a big movie. We've seen lots of trailers and stuff, lots of stuff come out for it. What were your first, thoughts and feelings after watching the trailer?
Well, it's Blumhouse. So it's going to be big and it's going to be really well advertised.
Yeah.
But is it going to be amazing? Probably not. Is it going to be fun? Yeah, I reckon it will be fun.
Yeah, I agree.
That's
think
about
it's-
all I'll pay it at this point.
I'm similar to what I was hoping for Night Swim. I'm hoping that it will be really fun. So it's apparently it's about a teddy bear, a childhood teddy bear. So I'm assuming it's called Imaginary and it's about imaginary friends. So I'm assuming that the teddy bear is the imaginary friend that's like haunting everyone. It's going to be some sort of premise like that. So I'm hoping
it looks that way.
Yeah, I'm hoping that that'll be really funny with this, teddy bear killing everyone or something. But yeah, I agree. I think it'll probably be a bad movie, but I'll find it fun. That's my take on it.
Yeah. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I'll watch it for sure. And it comes out really soon. It's
a couple weeks away.
2 weeks at the time that we're filming this, probably in the next week, as you're watching this. We're filming at the end of February, just to let you know. This is not a live broadcast.
Although it has been a live broadcast once by accident.
Before, yes, by accident.
And it was just my webcam and audio, if that gives you any clue as to how that accident happened.
Yep. Very one-sided conversation.
Yeah. Although there's not unlike some of my live streams at times. Yes.
Look, with Imaginary, some of the shots in the trailer reminded me a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's kind of thing. So I'm expecting a similar kind of... I don't know. I think I'm going to find it funny.
Yeah, that's the best thing we can hope for, that we find it funny.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's funny, it'll be a win. If it takes itself too seriously, it's going to...
Yeah. You know what I'm thinking as well? A good comparison might be Megan, that 2023 release. Yeah.
Also a Blumhouse film. Yeah.
And it was much loved by a lot of
producers
people.
as well.
It was really well made, but I think it took itself too seriously. It had a great opportunity to lean into the humor of this like robotic doll. And at times it was really funny. So if it leaned into that more, I think it would have been a hit for me.
Yeah, there was some trailers for Megan where she was doing like TikTok dancing and stuff like that. And that was like pretty funny. I feel like the film should have lent more into that. But Megan, I did have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
It was a fun and well-timed film, I think, for the whole AI scare. Yeah. AI art, AI, like generative AI,
Chat GPT and everything.
Stealing jobs and whatnot. Yeah. So, look, imaginary, make us laugh. That's the key to our hearts.
Imaginary. I imagine it will be good. Hopefully. There we go. Yeah.
Right. What do we have next?
So
What's
we're
next
just
on
a
the
week.
horizon after that?
Yeah, just a week after Imaginary, we have Immaculate, a film starring Sydney Sweeney and produced partly by Sydney Sweeney as well. So that'll be pretty cool. It's a devoutly religious woman named Cecilia, obviously played by Sydney Sweeney. She's offered a role at an illustrious convent in the Italian countryside. So that sounds very familiar to a lot of horror movies. Her seemingly picture-perfect new home is soon revealed to be to hold horrifying secrets. So, yeah, very classic story, I imagine. But what did you think after watching the trailer for this one?
Yeah, well, look, I'm a sucker for possession movies, religious iconography. Yeah, I guess from watching those kinds of movies growing up, I was at first like, this kind of feels like a little bit done. But I'm there for it. There were some shots in the trailer that really drew me in. There's this like horrifying part where a nun just falls from a building and lands in a courtyard. I'm somehow there for that.
Yeah, it's very symbolic. It's very harrowing. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There was a lot in the trailer that made me think that this is going to be a pretty decent movie. Yeah, what did you think?
Ooh. Okay, if I'm giving my bold, like, sports style prediction, I'm going to say it's going to be solid but mediocre, to put it that way. Like, I think the cinematography and everything's going to be really good. It's coming from Neon, production house or filmmaking company that we just looked up that does like all the Cronenberg films and a bunch of really good movies. So it's got that going for it visually, I think. And Sydney Sweeney's really good in everything. So I think it'll have those two things going for it. And if those two things are amazing, then it will be amazing. Hopefully.
Yeah. Look, going on from what you said, I don't think it's going to be amazing. I don't think it's going to be like a new classic. But it'll be a movie that I watch this year and more likely go, yeah. I didn't waste my time
I reckon
watching that.
A decent release with hopefully a few really good moments, like really good cinematic moments, really good acting scenes, something like that. I think that'll be the takeaway, hopefully, from this, I'd say.
Look, if it's better than The Nun 2, instant win.
Yes.
That's a low bar. So if it's worse, it's really bad and possibly not in a fun way.
That's the competition, The Nun 2.
Yeah.
I like
but
that.
like there were some shots in the trailer that, with Sydney Sweeney dressed as like Mary, like the Mother Mary.
Yeah.
Right. That reminded me a little bit of Florence Pugh in Midsummer.
Oh, okay.
Just almost looking directly into the camera and being this central worshipped sort of icon. Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see where it goes.
That'd be cool. Some really visually, aesthetically pleasing moments. That'd be really nice to come out of it.
And Neon, we looked at the list of things that they've put out, and holy shit, there are some crackers on there.
Yeah.
Like Triangle of Sadness, which we both loved.
Yeah.
Pig.
Pig, of course.
Like Nick Cage's, like one of his best movies over the last decade, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even know what
crazy.
Neon was, but then putting together this list of 2024 releases, it popped up in 2 of the trailers, and I was like, okay, I gotta look up, what the hell is this? I can't ignore it any longer.
Yeah,
they look really cool. So, I mean, maybe this is the year for Neon, even more so. They're gonna release some bangers in 2024 in the horror scene. Who knows?
Well, I thought this year was going to be about A24.
Yeah.
Because it's their namesake year. Well,
Oh,
I don't know if they
24,
named
yeah.
themselves after 2024, but yeah,
The
it's in the name.
plan. Yeah, the grand plan to become the biggest like production house in 2024.
Biggest indie production house.
You're gonna take over everything. 2024 is the year.
But yeah, I don't think we've really got anything from them on this list.
Oh, we do right down the
spoilers?
bottom in
Oh, okay.
yeah. We'll
Say less.
yeah,
Say
yeah,
less.
you
We'll
know
get
you
there.
know what it is. But do you want to
Skip to the end of the episode and then come back and tell us.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. The next movie is the religious possession movie that I'm really keen on.
Oh yeah.
I was at first thinking, I don't know, how are they going to do this? How are they going to make this good? But after watching the trailer, I am there. It's the First Omen. So
yes.
I guess the prequel to the Omen films.
Yep.
And oh boy, it comes out April 4th. It looks really good. The trailer looks really good.
Yeah, it looked artistic, didn't it? It wasn't
Yeah.
giving away anything of the movie. It was just showing these cool scenes, emotional moments, and it had a song by Fever Ray.
Yes,
My
If
Heart,
I Had a
something like-
Voice.
If I Had a Voice, that's the one.
Yeah, the Vikings theme song.
Yeah, and that's awesome. Like Fever Ray is an amazing
Yeah.
artist. That song is super eerie. It goes with the artistic theme. Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
I can't even remember if I've seen the original Omen movies, but I'm gonna watch them all because of this movie. Like this looks good to me. That's my
Yep.
that's my prediction. This is gonna be really good. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to be really disappointed.
Yep, it's gonna be the worst.
I might just watch the trailer for an hour and a half.
Repeat
if
it.
it is bad. But yeah, looks really good. Yeah, I'm keen.
Yeah,
I'm so keen. And that comes out next month.
yeah, pretty quick. So all these movies are coming out like within a week of each other so far that we're saying. So this is going to be a busy couple of months for horror.
The start of the year. Holy.
Yeah. And I should
go.
say the director's Akasha Stevenson, who seems to be very new to blockbuster movies. I don't know if she's had a full feature-length film at all, like as a director on, but she's had some short films and some TV shows and some episodes of television shows as well. And I was saying one of the shows that she directed an episode one was Brand New Cherry Flavor. And that show definitely had a very aesthetic, a very artistic kind of style with its cinematography and stuff. So I think that lends itself to this movie. And it'll just be really interesting how it goes overall. I think it's really cool. It could be a really bold venture. I'm hoping for big things. Yeah, we're crossing our fingers.
Yeah. Like this.
Yeah. Get those crosses out. Oh, yes.
Speaking of the devil. Speaking of eating people, no, that's a throwback to the
Yum, yum,
tapies. Speaking of the devil, the next film coming out is Late Night with the Devil, which looks again. My prediction. It's gonna be. I'm gonna really enjoy it.
Yep.
I think I will enjoy it.
Yeah. I agree.
It's about a live television broadcast in 1977 that went horribly wrong, and the footage, the master tapes from that night of late night television has been unearthed. So we're getting a first look,
Yeah.
which is such a cool idea, and it reminds me of there's this film called Ghost Watch that I think is arguably one of the first like found footage films, or
Oh, okay.
sort of in that vein. It was a BBC production,
Yeah.
and it was done as a live broadcast where the news people, who everyone was like watching on the news otherwise, they were covering this haunted house, and they were like going there with cameras and like watching it overnight, and this family was being haunted. And people actually thought that it was real because it was portrayed as being real, and it was the real like reporters and newsreaders.
Yeah.
Yeah, this film, Late Night with the Devil, it looks really good. What did you think?
Yeah. I think it's actually a horror comedy, and obviously it's like found footage style, which is what I like as well. I think it's going to be super good. I think it might be a bit divisive. I think it'll rate pretty well, but I think I'll love it. I think we'll both love it. I think it's going to be super cool. It's also, I just realized today that it's made by some Australian siblings, Cameron and Colin Cairns.
Cairns, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't say that with a question mark.
Cairns?
That's that's an Australian city.
Yeah, I saw, but they have the E on the end. Cairns doesn't have an E on it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So
You're
I was
right.
like, is it Cairns or Cairns? I'm not sure.
Cairns?
That's cool. Like another Australian movie, another movie by Australian brothers as well. Like what the heck, like the Filippo brothers. So okay,
Yeah.
I'm here for it. And also, it's starring I don't know how to say his name, but the actor David Malkian, who was in
That looks right.
Yeah, he's typecasted as like a spooky, creepy character and everything.
Yeah.
He was in the
It's like the
Boogeyman.
Hollywood goth.
Yeah, exactly. He's very like Severus Snape kind of style look to him. He was in The Boogeyman last year. He was in Prisoners. He was in The Dark Knight as well. I forgot about that. So he's like a great pick for this, I think. He's going to have some amazing, facial scenes where he's like really expressionate and things like that. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I haven't really seen him star in anything, but I recognize him. Like I see him in everything.
Yeah.
He was in Oppenheimer.
Yep.
He was in June.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's been in so much.
Yeah, he's a co-star and
yet
everything.
I haven't seen him star in anything. Blade Runner 2049. Anyway.
Oh, no way.
Yep. The amount of things he's been in, we could literally do a whole podcast where we're just reading out movies that he's in.
He's
so
working.
let's not do that.
He's out here working. So
Yeah.
I guess Late Night with the Devil, another great movie for 2024. We're saying it here first. All right. Look forward to that one on April 11th, everyone.
And it's so soon.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Let's get away from the good movies because this next one, this
looks so bad.
this may be the biggest flop of 2024. I'm saying it right now. It was, I think, originally called Horoscope, and now it's called Tarot. And it's obviously about tarot cards. It's about some haunted tarot cards, a cursed deck of tarot cards that gets unleashed upon a group of friends who plays, tarot cards with each other. Coming out on May 9th. It's a big Sony release. So this is going to be, I'm saying it here right now, this is probably going to be the big AAA blockbuster horror movie flop of the year. What do you reckon?
Yeah. Sorry. Gotta get this laughter out. Yeah. Dude, the trailer was difficult to get through.
Yeah.
Man, it felt like it was going forever. Oh God. I've got so many negative things to say about
I'm sure it'll make its money back.
this. Yeah. Man, I don't know. There's just like even things like there was some really weird choices in the trailer, like doubling a child's voice with like a deep distorted voice to like make it sound creepier. And it would have just been creepier if it was just a child's voice.
Yeah, children are
Like
creepy.
it just made it difficult to understand. And it seems like the whole film, like the premise of the film is that these characters from tarot cards that I don't even think like a lot of them aren't actually proper tarot card characters.
It's just made up ones.
Yeah, they're killing people in like certain ways. People are meeting their untimely ends because of these tarot readings. And I just think also it gives tarot a bad name. One of the only slightly spiritual things that I actually support or pay mind to, tarot. It's a perfectly fine and good way of reflecting upon one's past, present, and future. And
a good
it's just-
subject for horror as well. But I mean, who knows?
Yeah,
Maybe it'll be great.
I don't know. I don't know if any kids are like actually doing tarot readings at sleepovers, thinking it's a creepy thing.
Yeah,
Probably
Probably not.
It just doesn't really connect for me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't thought about it that way, but you're right. It's like it has the potential to be creepy, but you wouldn't see it as a creepy act in the real world.
No, it would be better if it was like some carnival,
Yeah.
tarot reader, and
fortune
they
teller.
were like playing out people's deaths
Mm-hmm.
using the tarot cards.
Yeah.
Like that, probably a better movie. I don't know. It's also, sorry, I'm like really going on a rant about this one, but it made me really mad. I am sick of Hollywood putting like the sleepover appeared to be happening in a house that looked haunted.
Yeah.
Why? It would be so much creepier if it was just a normal house.
Yeah.
Like a painfully normal house.
Yeah. Then it's more relatable as well.
Yeah, you can insert yourself in the story so much easier.
Yeah.
But it made me think, like, maybe that's a good horror film idea. A sleepover, but it's like a really normal sleepover, and the world starts ending.
Yeah.
Like spiritually at that sleepover.
Ooh.
And like, what does that look like? And set it in like suburbia Australia or something like that. Give it the talk to me treatment.
Oh, I like that. You could do so much with that. You could even go like a Stranger Things style where like all the kids band together to try to figure out how to get through the apocalypse or whatever.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a cool idea. I like that.
Yeah, no, that's neat. Trademark.
Yeah, another great idea, and it lives on tape. But yeah, tarot, I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll revolutionize horror as we know it, but probably not. Let's just say that it's probably
You
going to be
sound
bad.
so unconvincing.
Yeah, I'm like hedging my bets here, but we're pretty convinced it's going to be bad. Prove us wrong.
Look, just in case, we can isolate this, cut it out of the episode.
Yeah.
We'll just hold it in the back pocket just in case. Tarot is going to be the best movie of this year.
Yeah.
It looks shit in the trailer, but it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Exactly. And I'm gonna keep that on file, and I'll put that out after the movie comes out if it's good. And then we could do a narrative of like, we were forced to say that it was going to be bad. So this is our actual thoughts though. See, it's got the same timestamp from the recording.
Yeah. I'm wearing the same shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man.
Which is my Alien shirt.
Oh, I didn't notice
actually.
that. Heck yeah.
Yeah. It's freaking sick. It's by an artist named Matt Crab. It's freaking
sweet.
awesome.
Well, before we get to Alien Romulus coming up in 2024.
Yeah, I know. It would have been
We've
really
got-
timely if
Yeah.
that's what was next. But yes, what's next?
Yeah, we've got these in order of release dates, by the way. But next we have the movie of the year, 2024.
Oh, hang on. Just quickly,
Yep.
May 9th, Tarot comes out
Yeah.
if you want to go watch it.
That's for May 9th. But this one, titled The
Yep,
Watchers, on June 6th. It's, it's going to be great. It's M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, her first movie, her first feature-length film.
Which I'm sure she is stoked that people keep on referring to her as M. Night's daughter.
Yeah, and I saw she...
Like, what a shadow, dude.
Yeah, her name's Ishana Shyamalan, which is also a bit of a tongue twister, but...
Because of the surname. It's a difficult surname.
Yeah. But this movie, I mean, I'm hoping that it's going to be amazing. There's not much known about it yet, but it's based on a book by the same name, by A.M. Shine. And it's starring Dakota Fanning. I haven't found a trailer for it, so I don't think any trailers are out yet. But it's about some mysterious creatures that apparently stalk a young artist and 3 strangers through the Irish forest that they're in. So cool premise. Who knows? What do you reckon?
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to go off here. It kind of seems like it's about what it says on the tin.
We need your bold prediction.
Some watches. Yeah, bold prediction. Okay.
Are you going to flip it or flop it? I don't know what that means, but
I don't know what that means.
I thought about
so
that.
Confused.
I thought about that last night in the shower. I was like, flip it or flop it. That's kind of funny.
While you're like busting into a freestyle in the shower.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna say it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Whether it's amazing, I don't know, because it question is filmmaking ability a nature or nurture thing?
Yeah. It's probably has some elements of both. I'd say it's probably more nurture, but yeah, definitely elements of both. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Very difficult to say. Probably I would say the elements of like taste and whatnot are probably more nurture, I would say. Like the things that you're exposed to growing up, you're like develop your taste. Look, sort of what I'm getting at is if she's not like her father as a filmmaker, I'm going to enjoy this a lot more.
Yes.
I know you disagree. I'm sort of like poking the hornet's nest here.
Yeah, that's what this is about. We got to give our heated predictions. But as you all know, I love M. Night Shyamalan. And what I'm hoping for is that Ishana has the same influences because she's been nurtured by her father, grew up watching his movies, probably grew up watching the movies that influenced him as well. And then hopefully she has her own creative flair, much like Joe Hill, or Stephen King's son, Joe Hill. Not his actual name, this is his writer's name. But he has this creative flair to his books that just feels like he doesn't really care. He's just like being as creative as he wants. I think that comes from you have the backing of your already successful parent kind of thing. So I'm hoping for that. But if I'm being realistic about it, I think it will be a solid, good movie. It won't be amazing.
We're making such safe bets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be incredible.
A question.
Yep.
Will there be a twist?
Ooh.
And if so, how many? How many twists will there be?
I think there will be like a minor twist. Yeah. To sort of pay homage to her father. I think the pressure.
I reckon she'll do a fake out twist.
Oh, okay, cool. I like that.
Yeah, that would be really cool if she's like trajectorying us. It's not a word.
Projecting.
Sending us towards a twist, and then at the last second, we divert around it.
Yep. Okay.
It's actually just a very linear film.
It's just like, it's very cut and dry, very meat and bones. But hey, it's
not even any flashbacks.
Yeah, but it's also got Dakota Fanning in it. So, as you know, if the story sucks, if the movie sucks, at least Dakota Fanning's kind of an icon. It'll have great acting in it on that level at the very least. We can say that.
Dakota Fanning, what was she in?
War of the Worlds is like, I think the most famous.
Right.
She was the little scared child in War of the Worlds.
Yes.
Well, I think quite brave child, but she was scared looking.
Yeah. She did scared looking very well.
Yeah.
I think this is pretty much the same movie, from what we can tell from the description.
As War of the Worlds.
Being stalked by some otherworldly monsters.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows how this is going to go? But my fingers are crossed. It's going to be amazing.
Maybe the twist is that it's War of the Worlds.
Yeah. Brings back Tom Cruise and everyone. He's actually the monster stalking them. Scientology, you want to join?
It's just him jumping on couches.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so excited to tell you about this. Get away.
Oh, wild.
Oh, hell yes. All right.
Now the next movie will be wild.
Yeah, tell us.
A Quiet Place, Day One.
Ooh, the third
Comes
installment.
out June 27th. Yep, third installment, going right back to the beginning. I'm gonna say straight out the gate, I have not seen the two previous films, and a big part of it is I've put on the first one at one point, and there's very little sound going on. And I realized that sound is a very big part of my film watching enjoyment.
Yep.
And so it was, a similar movie to Skinamarink in that way.
Yeah.
Skinamarink, the film where famously nothing happens and everyone thought it was the most amazing thing ever, and they gaslit everyone else into watching it. Look, this film... it looks infinitely better for me from the trailer because there's so much noise going on. Because it's like day one of the noise monsters.
Yeah, the apocalyptic
coming.
event. Yeah.
So no one knows to be quiet.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be great.
Yeah, I've watched the first of the Quiet Place movies. I don't think I watched the second one. But it was like, it's a cool concept. It's a big movie, So it was decent. But this one, I think, could be the best out of the three. If I'm just judging based on the concept, judging based on who's involved. Yeah, I want to know the origin. I want to know the lore behind these monsters and how it came to be. Because, basically, if you haven't seen any of the movies, it's like these monsters that are attracted to sound and they'll run up and just like kill you. So everyone in the world who's left surviving is very quiet, and they're just living this incredibly quiet existence where they're scared to even step on a twig. So I don't know. But it's got Michael Sarnowski directing it, who famously directed Pig with Nicolas Cage, which we mentioned earlier, which is a great, great movie, which I actually haven't seen yet, but you could speak to its greatness.
Brilliant. It's a brilliant movie.
Yeah.
I said earlier this episode, maybe one of the best Nick Cage films in the last decade.
Yeah. So with him directing such a big movie like this, that's kind of cool. I want to see what he does with it. And then also it's got Alex Wolff as one of the stars in it, of Hereditary fame. So, you got another horror icon right there. So
yes, and also Lupita Nyong'o, who was in Us.
Oh yeah, she was
Black
great.
Panther as well. Yeah,
Us is like one of my favorite. I think it's my favorite Jordan Peele movie. I love that one.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's my hot take on Jordan Peele movies. That's my favorite.
That is a hot take.
Yeah.
That is all right. I won't give you too much shit for that.
I like all of them, but that's my favorite.
Wow. What a hot take.
I got to get out the horror hot take.
Never cease
box.
to amaze.
Yeah. If you remember on episode 0, I think I listed Us as one of my favorite horror movies ever.
Damn.
Yeah. Flashback.
Damn. Yeah, you did too. Oh god.
I love it.
It's also got the guy who played Eddie Munson in Stranger Things.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, the Chrissy Wake Up guy.
The rock and roller.
Shit, what is his name?
Was it Noah or something?
Joseph Quinn.
Oh, Joseph Quinn. That's right.
Joseph Quinn. Watching the trailer, I thought that he was one of the guys from do you know Almost Friday or Friday Drinks?
Oh yeah. I know them, sketch comedy.
Yeah. You know the guy who plays he's like a business lecturer.
Yeah. Royce DuPont.
Yes.
I watch all of those.
The DuPont method.
The entrepreneur videos. I watch all of them. They're so funny.
Yeah, I thought he was him, and I'm like, man, that is a big break for this guy. What the heck?
Royce DuPont. He's like in the movie, just walking around in his business suit and his gun, just threatening the monsters. Do you even make a 6-figure salary?
Yeah. So, I was a little bit disappointed it wasn't him, but Joseph Quinn.
He's great. He's great.
I think, is going to be great as well. Keen for that movie.
Okay, yeah.
I might even watch the other two.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Sound.
I guess
sound is important, right?
I guess you could watch them after this one if this one's good, because it's technically the first.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if you like it.
Anyway, what do we have next?
Yeah, we have Long Legs coming out on July 11th, starring our very own Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
It wouldn't be a year of films without Nick Cage.
Oh, he's been releasing so many good movies lately, or he's been in so many good movies lately. It's been just such a treat for the eyes, I'd say. And yeah, this is another neon film. So that's where I noticed this neon trend of releases. And it's about a serial killer. I think Nicolas Cage stars as the FBI agent, Lee Harker. And he's assigned to, to this unsolved...
I'm not so sure.
Okay, he may not be.
I'm not so sure. No, it's Micah Monroe.
Oh, okay. Not Nicolas Cage.
As Lee Harker. She was in It Follows.
Oh, awesome. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I think Nick Cage plays the serial killer.
Yeah, even better then.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I think he's got like long blonde hair in this. I don't know. There was like no one in the trailer that looked like Nick Cage.
Yeah.
Except for the long-haired blonde guy going like this.
Yeah.
Wait. Like that
Creepy
towards
figure.
the end.
Yeah. With a name with a title like Long Legs, and then it about hunting for this unsolved serial killer case. It's like apparently about the occult as well, and then even the FBI agent discovers a personal connection to the serial killer. So I mean, this sounds like a mind-bending crime horror chase kind of thing, and I think it's going to be so good. I'm really pumped for it.
Yeah. I'm here for it. I'm so excited. It looks like Silence of the Lambs, cross with Zodiac.
Yeah, Zodiac. Big time.
The film about the Zodiac killer that came out with Jake Gyllenhaal and Iron Man.
I think it wasn't even Mark Ruffalo. Was
Robert
in it?
Downey Jr.
Like everyone was in it.
Mark Ruffalo was in it as well.
Everyone was in Zodiac. I remember.
Man, Mark Ruffalo, I love seeing in movies. Yeah, he's great. And also True Detective. It's like those three somehow combined.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty easy to see how all those movies intersect. Yeah.
But maybe we're putting a lot of pressure on this movie, but I do think
it'll be good,
I do think it'll be really good. Like, maybe if I'm hedging my bets, maybe not amazing, but I think it's going to be really good. Like, really, really good movie.
It could be my favorite movie this year.
Oh, nice. Now that's a hot prediction. Hell yeah.
Yeah. This is what the people come here for.
Nice. All right. Well,
us putting our foot down and saying, this will be the only movie I watch this year.
I'm ignoring all the other movies until this one, and then I might watch them. Do you want to announce this next movie to keep me from talking about it too much?
Wow, this is character development. The next one is Trap. It comes out on August 1st. And it's by, I've never heard of this guy.
How dare you?
M. Night Shyamalan.
Hey now. Easy. We're talking about Nikon here.
The only other note here, yeah, it's an M. Night Shyamalan film. The only other note that Torkel's put in the docs here is Warner Bros.
Yeah.
So you know it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Look, my prediction for this movie is it's the next Saw movie.
Oh, Trap.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that. Imagine that.
Why not? We know nothing about it.
Imagine an M. Night Shyamalan Saw movie. It'd be like they're trapped they're in a trap, and it's a classic Saw movie. But then at the very end, they were actually part of an experiment or something, and they were just sitting in a chair with like a needle in their brain, and they were hallucinating, something like that.
Yeah, gotcha.
I don't know.
Look, you may not have to imagine what it would be like for long, because August 1st isn't that far away. And I'm saying it. It's gonna be a Saw movie.
Nice.
It's,
Well, yeah, not much is known about this movie. I couldn't find really any info on it. But with a name like Trap, and with his previous movies like Old and Knock at the Cabin, I'm saying this. I mean, I'm gonna love this movie. I'm gonna really love this movie. But if I'm being,
and I'm gonna watch this movie.
yeah. If I'm being realistic, it's going to have the same takeaway as Knock at the Cabin and Old did. They're like decent movies, but, nothing amazing. But I'm going to love it because I loved both of those movies. So
This might be a good movie for us to do our Traps episode this year.
yeah.
We'll make that a recurring episode. Our X Traps for Saw X.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that again for Trap maybe. I don't know.
We'll find any movie that has a potential trap in it and we'll conjure up all the other traps that we'd like to see in it. Hell yeah. I like that. Well,
yes.
there's not much more to say about that one, unfortunately.
There really isn't.
It's going to be amazing,
so-
needless to say.
Well, if it's not, almost 2 weeks after that date, August 16th, we have finally Alien Romulus. Hopefully we see a trailer soon.
Yeah, no trailer.
To set our minds at ease. But Fede Alvarez is directing it.
He's from Uruguay, which is really cool.
Yes.
And he also directed Evil Dead and Don't.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah, and Don't Breathe.
Yes. Don't Breathe as well. Yeah. So Evil Dead, obviously the remake.
Yeah.
That I think came out in 2016, something like that. 2017 maybe.
2013. I'm seeing here. Don't Breathe was 2016.
2013.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah,
That was a
time
long time ago
flies.
now.
Time flies.
We're getting so old. Man. That was so long ago.
No.
That was like more than 10 years ago at this point.
It was all leading up to this.
Don't think about it.
Stop thinking, brain.
I really hope we get to see a trailer soon, to set our minds at ease over how good or bad this is going to be.
Yeah.
But on that topic, apparently Ridley Scott has seen the movie and
true.
was like, yeah, freaking awesome, man. You did it. And
I love that.
Fede and Ridley high-fived, and then they proceeded to make a secret handshake.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And it was so cool. And they dressed up in alien suits of armor and did a TikTok dance that'll be released as well.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah.
And everyone clapped.
In slow motion.
So the film, what is it about? It's about an alien on a spaceship killing people. What do you mean? What is it about?
Yeah, it's an alien movie, goddammit. You know what it's about.
But the only like extra wrinkle that we've been told at this point is it's a ship of young people.
Ooh.
Like that changes anything. Then we're gonna see people torn apart by an alien.
Oh yeah.
By a xenomorph. What else do we know about it? It's set between Alien and Aliens, so the first and second film.
Yeah.
So after, Prometheus and Alien Covenant as well.
Yeah.
Which makes it, in the grand scheme of things, the fifth movie in the series.
It gets complicated with the order, but
really does.
But I like that spot, putting it in there. I'm interested to see,
Yeah.
Going back to those original movies of Alien and Aliens. That's going to be cool to see something in between that.
Yeah. What are you thinking about it? I mean, there's not that much to go off on this at this stage.
Yeah, because it's Fede Alvarez, a true horror director, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
And because we've heard that Ridley Scott was, not just into the movie, but like really into it to the point of, them becoming best friends and like going on a vacation together. And
yeah, they actually bought a timeshare.
Yeah, they got a timeshare. They got ripped off, but they thought, what the hell? We'll do it anyway. And
they got friendship bracelets.
yeah, matching. They went to a Taylor Swift concert together with the bracelets as well.
Wow.
And,
Good on them.
we're just making up all this lore, and it's all quite possible. And but I don't know. I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be really cool. I mean, I'm a massive fan of almost all the Alien movies, to be honest. I was a really big fan of Covenant and Prometheus. And
yeah, me too.
yeah, so hopefully
That's a bit of a hot take.
yeah. I'm hoping that this combines the best. This is what I'm imagining, that it combines the best elements or the good elements of, those new wave movies, Prometheus, Covenant, with the original Aliens movies. Hopefully it combines some elements of both of those, makes its own thing out of it, and does it well. So I reckon it's going to be a smash hit. I reckon it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Prometheus and Alien Covenant caught a lot of flack from like the core original fan base for not being, that 80s sort of grit sci-fi computer screen type, consoles and whatnot, not having enough of that aesthetic. I've heard that this is going back more to that aliens, the early films kind of aesthetic, conjure images of the corridors of the Nostromo. If you played Alien Isolation, that sort of vibe. Also, I don't know if I hallucinated this, but or rather dreamt it, but I believe we're getting a TV series in the Alien universe.
I think you're right, actually. Was it for Disney or something like that? Alien TV series.
Oh my god, it's coming up when I type things in.
Oh, maybe not for Disney.
God damn. Oh yeah, they've started filming it now, and it's coming out first half of 2025.
Ooh.
So very close.
Another new alien thing to catch on the horizon after Romulus.
Yes. Yes.
What is it called, by the way? Does it have a name, or is it just Alien TV show?
It's called
Imagine that.
The FX Alien TV show. So FX, the studio, bringing it out. And what else? What else did they do? Oh, that's right. It's got is that Tim Oliphant?
Yeah, it says Timothy Oliphant. Yeah.
God damn. I think he's playing a synthetic.
Oh.
Oh, that's the look that he seems to have. In this press photo. Yeah.
I'm on Wikipedia, and it says he's playing Kirsch, who's Wendy's synth mentor and trainer.
Ah. Well, there you go.
Yeah. Romulus, super keen. Gonna be great. With a name like Romulus as well, sounds really cool.
Yeah. August 16th as well. I can
I think
almost
a few months away.
feel it.
Okay, so the next movie, I hesitate to even call this horror, but I guess it is.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice Beetlejuice 2. If you
Oh no, you said
could
it
imagine.
3 times.
Yeah. Beetlejuice. Oh no! Oh,
Michael
God.
Keaton just appears behind you.
But except he's playing Birdman for some reason, and he's like method acting. He's like, I've got a real gun. That's even scarier than Beetlejuice.
Some jazz drumming starts.
Yeah.
Man, Birdman was kind of creative like that, with all the one shots and the jazz drumming and
Yeah, that was so good. But yeah, Michael Keaton's back. He's back for Beetlejuice too.
Wait,
a lot of
sorry.
people are back.
Didn't he also play another Birdman in
He
was
did
it the Spider-Man movie?
Yeah, he did. I think they made it into a bit of a joke because he was Batman and he was also Birdman. He's so many things that they just combined it together. Yeah.
Well, now he's Beetleman again.
He's back to being an old Beetle boy.
Beetleman returns.
Exactly, and they brought Winona Ryder back again, so they're both reprising their roles.
Damn.
So obviously, I'm guessing it's going to be, Beetlejuice in the future kind of thing. They have kids now, and I believe one of their kids is Jenna Ortega. I forgot the character's name, but that's obviously an actor of note who we should mention for this movie.
Yep,
And it's coming
Wednesday fame, and also she was in X as well.
Yeah, that's right.
And along with other things that I've forgotten. Also, I'm
She's
seeing
kind of.
Sorry, go on.
She's in the new Scream, which neither of us watched.
That's right. No, I did watch it. I didn't like it.
Oh, you did watch it. We just don't talk about it.
Yeah, it came out last year. I think we talked about it briefly in the tapies. Yeah, I wasn't such a fan.
It was nominated.
It's also got Willem Dafoe in it, which wild.
Yeah. I know. That's going to be so cool. They've got everyone in this, so I'm guessing there's going to be another obviously massive sequel movie for 2024. They got Catherine O'Hara, so another massive actor in it.
Wait, that's Catherine O'Hara from Schitt's Creek and Home Alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. That's wild. Yeah, and she was in the original as well. The original Beetlejuice.
Oh, she was.
Right.
I didn't realize. Tim Burton's back to direct it, so that's awesome. Like that, that actually might make it good by adding that and adding all these good actors. It's coming out September 5th. So,
Yeah, goodness.
What are your thoughts? I mean, there's no trailer to go by, but what do you reckon?
I think it's going to be a Beetlejuice movie, Torkel.
Yes, indeed.
It'll
But
just be
will
fun,
it- Yeah, it's obviously a horror comedy. I'm like thinking of it. Do you reckon it'll be like? Do you remember when there was the new Alice in Wonderland movie? It was like the Mad Hatter or whatever it was called.
Right. Yeah.
With Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it'll be like that.
I reckon it'll be like that crossed with It. I think that's a fairly good summary of what Beetlejuice is,
Yeah. Okay, I like that.
It's a weird, eccentric, evil guy. Possibly more like the new It films than the old It.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like Bill Skarsgård's Pennywise was very performative. Lots of scenes with him like dancing around. I think there's even like a sideshow type scene in there where he's doing like a puppet show or something. I don't know. Am I misremembering the sort of vibe of Beetlejuice? I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in maybe 10 years, but it does have that energy. Obviously, it was really gritty and just scary looking because it was, Tim Burton in that era. Yeah, if it goes down that direction that you're suggesting, I think it could be really good. It definitely has potential. But obviously, they're going to incorporate a lot more, special effects and CGI than they had in the original Beetlejuice, I imagine.
Right.
So I think the weight of the movie rests upon that and how much they're selling out by making it. Those two elements.
Yeah.
Like they gotta nail the effects and they gotta keep the essence of Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Yeah. They
That's my
have
take.
waited a long time to make this. But yeah, not really much more to say on it
Yeah.
other than watch this space, September the 5th. What do we have next?
This is Speak No Evil, coming out on September 12th. It is a American remake of a 2022 movie of the same name, a Danish film.
Yeah. And a Shudder
it's
release as well.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's a Shudder
Yeah.
release. Yeah, the 2022 one was on Shudder, and we watched the trailer here, and I gotta say, the trailer for the 2022 one, it looks really good. So I might actually go watch it.
Yeah.
There's not
I
much
was
to
thinking
go.
that.
Yeah, it looks really cool, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of an American version, but that one looks really good.
It made me look up congenital aglossia,
Okay.
which is what, if you watch the 2022 film trailer, it's what the little boy has. Basically, he's born without a tongue, is how they explain it. And
Yeah.
I thought, oh, maybe that's what I had growing up, because I had a tongue tie. And I had to get an operation to basically the stringy bits under my tongue were
Whoa.
too far forwards. And so
Oh.
my tongue couldn't like stick out of my mouth. And they fortunately
yeah.
caught it when I was about 3. And so I had an operation and had to go through speech pathology and whatnot. But yeah, it turns out it's completely different. It's like literally being born without a tongue. So
Oh, okay. Damn.
but yeah, it looks like a really good film, like the original. We obviously don't have a trailer for this remake. It's a really quick remake.
Yeah.
Like the
Super fast.
film came out in 2022, and already there's a remake coming out end of the year. Surprise, surprise! It's a Blumhouse film.
Yeah. They got that quick turnaround at Blumhouse.
Yeah, they're just churning them out. It's crazy.
But it does star James McAvoy, apparently. And I'm a big fan of him. Obviously, he was in M. Night Shyamalan movies such as Split and Glass. And also
Yes.
he plays Professor Charles Xavier in some of the newer X-Men movies.
Right.
He's in a lot of good
Yes.
stuff, to be honest, that I can't think of right now. But he's a
Last
really
King of
solid actor.
Scotland was really good.
Okay. He was in like
Yeah.
a Frankenstein movie in like 2013 or something.
Yeah, that's right.
His
yeah,
acting is really good in everything.
Yeah, no, he's a good actor. I think, given the old trailer that we watched, I think he's probably going to be playing the father, who seems to be the main villain, I guess, of the film. Yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot I could glean plot-wise from the trailer, just that it looks like just a horrible situation. Like, from what I can gather, this fairly normal family is going to visit and stay with this other family, and then they realize that things are quite weird or untoward there, and they try to leave, and that's when everything spirals out of control.
Yeah. Well, I think it's another one where it has potential, but obviously the 2022 film already looks really good. So I feel like this one, it's probably just going to be good. It'll probably be, carried by the good story that was already written and James McAvoy's acting. That's my hot take. I don't think it would be anything special, but it would be good.
And if it's not good, we've got the original film, which looks
Exactly.
really good. Maybe it's good.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've probably watched it by the time this comes out.
Yeah, we'll get back to you about it. Ooh,
Yeah,
do you want
well-
to talk about this next one?
Do I ever? Yes. It's a sequel to a film I loved, Smile. All we've got is Smile 2.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the title yet, but Smile 2.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll do the Smile 2 as a title. I hope they don't do like Smile 2 Electric Boogaloo, or some text after its name. It comes out October 18th. We know that much. And all that we really know is that the story might be following Joel, who was the police officer, ex-boyfriend of Sosie Bacon's character in the first Smile, who or do we spoil Smile? Do we spoil Smile here?
I think so, because we've talked about it so many times on the pod.
Yeah, we have, but I can't remember if we spoiled this.
Yeah, this is the ending.
The whole way through the film, Sosie Bacon's character thinks something bad is going to happen to her, and she wasn't exactly wrong. That's vague enough, right? And Joel, her ex-boyfriend, who is a police officer, who happens to be the only person who takes what's happening to her seriously, or like gives her a chance, because everyone thinks that she's going crazy. He sees her meet an untimely end. And so from what we can gather, Smile 2 is then what happens next. Because the suicide demon, wait, we're maybe not allowed to say that word. This is on YouTube and whatnot. Maybe we cut that out.
I think it's okay, as long as it's not said too many times or something. Weird rules on YouTube.
Yeah, I've never understood it. The unaliving demon is passed on through trauma. It's a trauma demon. It's a trauma transmitted demon. Yeah.
A strange, cursed, possessive almost demon.
Yeah.
And Smile was obviously one of our favorite movies of 2022. I think it was your favorite film of 2022.
Yeah.
So we're super looking forward to this.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it my favorite?
Was Barbarian released in 2022?
I think it was, and I really liked Barbarian.
Yeah, it was. So one of our top movies of 2022.
Yeah, it was definitely well up there. Yeah.
It's a good year for horror. Yeah, so hopefully Smile 2 can just carry on the good that was Smile. And like you said, the way it ended, if the story does follow Joel, that's a really good transition into the second movie. Mm-hmm. So I'm just interested to see where it goes, and hopefully they keep obviously the same art style, the same sort of cinematography, the same sound, score type of thing, just similar elements from the first movie, and I'll be as happy as anything.
Oh yeah, the first movie was so good. I think we talked about this at great length in our anxiety horror episode, but the sound design in the first movie was so good. Like just blending in atmospheric, like environmental sounds like sirens and stuff like that, and repetitive noise in an environment. It's just it was so well done.
So movie of the year, Smile 2. It has potential to be movie of the year, I'll say that.
No, well, I already said it was Long Legs, so I'm going to stand by that.
You got to commit to Long Legs now.
What do we have next?
Well, we have another sequel, I guess. It's the third installment of Terrifier, a classic horror series of films. It's Terrifier 3. Comes out around Halloween, October 25th. And they've got the original director back, Damien Leone. And I made a note here that it's one of the starring actors is Chris Jericho, who's a famous wrestler.
Oh, really?
So I love that because I'm a big fan of WWE wrestling.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's really cool. And he's one of the most animated, wrestlers in history. So that's cool.
Gotcha. I'm just looking him up.
Yeah, you might recognize him. He's probably been in some movies before. But the film's gonna feature, the character of Victoria Hayes from the original movies, and in a much more prominent role compared to the original movies, apparently.
She was pretty prominent in the first one, you could argue.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, you haven't seen them, I guess, but
I
I've only seen
haven't
the first movie.
Yeah, but Terrifier has a real cult-like status within the horror community for being super gory and stuff like that, which we've talked about is not really our cup of tea so much.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd like Terrifier. Terrifier 1 was like really gruesome. Terrifier 2 apparently made people like throw up and faint in the cinema. And I mean, a lot of horror movies get that get that marketing treatment where it's like, oh yeah, this movie's so hardcore, like people are throwing up. They're passing out sick bags when you go in.
Really, it was just a few people drank too much soda.
Maybe. I don't know. It is kind of it's kind of the place for something like that, though. Yeah, Terrifier, for those who know, they know, follows Art the Clown. He is, I guess, the clown prince of slashers currently.
I like that, the clown prince, like the crown prince.
He, that's not mine. That's, I think that's a Joker from Batman reference.
No way.
The clown prince of Gotham. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know. Art, there's something about him visually that's like very iconic. The character design there was fantastic. The guy who plays him is fantastic. Has a very expressive rubber face.
Oh, cool.
You know what that's like, I suppose.
Indeed.
And Damien Leone has been making films with Art as the main protagonist, antagonist for, I think, his entire career at this point. He made a couple of shorts to begin with, and then he started making the Terrifier movies. And I think all that we've gotten as a spoiler for this one as yet is Art wearing a Father Christmas, like a Santa Claus outfit.
Yeah. So we'll see.
We'll see. Maybe it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah. Apparently it is. But I guess, what's your prediction then? I guess we won't enjoy it. We can say that.
Yeah.
But what's your prediction on the public opinion of this release?
My prediction is that lovers of the Terrifier movies are going to love it. And it's going to add more fuel to the Terrifier is like the biggest breath of fresh air in the slasher genre. Fire. So yeah, I think it's going to carry on the momentum of the previous two films. I don't think it will lose any of its fan base in this movie. I don't think it will gain all that many new fans. I think it's you watch it if you know what you're going in for kind of film. Yeah.
I think you hit the nail on the head. I'll tell you what, I'm going to watch the other Terrifier movies leading up to it, and I'll see what I reckon. But yeah, I entirely agree. Who knows? Maybe I'll love them and I'll come back with a new perspective.
I think you're going to have to watch it with people. Maybe I'll watch them with you. It's
oh no.
I think you really need to make it fun, because like watching it alone is just, I don't know.
Too much.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's more fun to watch with other people.
Yeah, you need someone to get like squeamish with and stuff like that.
Yeah, or just laugh when things are being a bit too ridiculous. Yeah.
All right, then. Would you want to talk about the next release from one of your favorite directors?
Ah, yes. And one of yours as well. I think
big time.
this director was even listed in your favorite directors in our episode 0.
Yeah.
Robert Eggers gives us Nosferatu on December 25th as a nice little Christmas gift. Thank you, Robert.
This is the best gift that he could ever give the world.
Yes, Nosferatu, of course, the remake of Nosferatu. And Robert Eggers, we know him from The Witch, The Lighthouse, The Northman, which I still have not watched, but I've heard that it's a fantastic film. The Witch and The Lighthouse were still are among my favorite films that I've seen. And who does it have in it? It has Bill Skarsgård.
Yes, indeed.
Yes,
and he
Pennywise
plays
the clown.
Yeah, from it, Pennywise. He's playing Nosferatu.
Oh,
Just imagine that acting transitioning over to that character. It's going to be so good. Like, everyone's hyped for this movie, I think.
Yeah, goodness. Oh, that's going to be good. He was also in Barbarian as well. I'll throw that in there.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, look, it's tale as old as time, really. It's going to be good. I can't wait to see how it's treated, how the story gets the Robert Eggers treatment. Is it going to be shot in some weird format? Is it going to be entirely black and white? Are we going to be able to understand the actors talking, or is it all going to be in Transylvanian? Who knows?
Anything can happen. But Robert Eggers, he hasn't missed yet. Like, all of his movies have been hits. And an interesting trend as well that I noticed when I gathered some of the info. He's got The Witch, The Lighthouse,
I know what you're saying.
The Northman, and now he's got Nosferatu. So he's going away from putting "the" in front of the names, which is
a shame,
nice.
really. He did a hat trick and then gave up.
You should have called it The Vampire.
That would have been a good name, yeah. Or The Nosferatu would have also been a good name.
Oh yeah, I'm so keen. This could be the best movie of the year.
Yeah, my only question mark with this movie is, I wish it could have been his 5th movie. I wish there could have been like another original story.
Yeah.
Between The Northman and this, but there'll be other Robert Eggers films.
Yeah. He's a young
But I
man.
kind of felt the same way with like Ari Aster with Beau is Afraid. Like, I wish, and I think he wishes now, that Beau is Afraid could have come later in his career.
Okay.
Because it kind of felt like almost like an overstep in how ambitious it was and how for him it was. But yeah, anyway, I'm potentially looking to do an episode on Beau is Afraid maybe this year, so we'll see how that goes, and I'll talk more at length at that point.
Well, needless to say, Nosferatu is amazing, but we have the 3rd installment in the X trilogy. MaXXXine.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Very excited for this one. We don't have a release date yet. So it could come out tomorrow. It won't.
I'm wondering if it will even come out in 2024. I guess it will, but yeah. But everyone's waiting for that one as well. Obviously, X and Pearl are the other two.
Mm-hmm.
And as we've talked about, those are both amazing. It's an A24 film.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the one for their year, right? This could be the one.
Yeah, although who's bringing out Nosferatu?
Oh,
that
actually,
feels like an A24 release.
Oh, it's so good that you'd have to imagine that it would be. I mean, I keep saying that it's so good, but it hasn't released yet. It says distributed by Focus Features and Universal Pictures.
Oh, okay. Well then. Oh, dude, oh my God. All right, we're going back. We're talking about Nosferatu.
Yeah, I just saw something. I think you saw the same thing as me.
William Dafoe.
Work was murder.
I picked up a fruitcake.
Yeah, Willem
God
Dafoe's
damn.
in it. I completely forgot that. I saw like a picture of him in it, or like a still or something a while back, and I just saw him again now.
Jeez. Also, Lily Rose Depp,
Yeah.
Nicholas Hoult.
Oh my god. I was so excited about Bill Skarsgård playing, the main character, so I just forgot about everything else.
Fair enough.
Oh.
It's also Aaron Taylor Johnson, who I thought looked really familiar, and he was in Bullet Train.
Nice.
He was one of the two brothers, the assassins. One of them has the train
Yeah.
stickers.
It was the moustache, slicked back hair one, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was a fun movie, especially for those two characters. Yeah. Wow. Dude,
It's a
I'm
star-studded cast.
pumped. Nosferatu.
Yeah.
It's wow.
It's super, super anticipated and hyped by pretty much everyone who's watched a Robert Eggers movie, I think.
Mm-hmm.
For good reason.
God, Christmas is so far away.
It'll be here before we know it. Oh my god! And then we got to do the tapies as well.
Yeah.
Nosferatu is going to be a late entry.
Oh yeah. God, it could
Nice.
take it out though. This is looking so
Yeah.
good. Anyway, we should pay MaXXXine. It's true respects. Yeah, look. Honestly, this film can't get a release date sooner, as far as I'm concerned. MaXXXine, that is. I loved X. I loved Pearl. I think I preferred Pearl in a lot of ways to X. That's a bit of a hot take,
Yeah,
but
I think I did.
it's going to be nice to wrap up that trilogy, and it's taken a while for it to wrap up. I mean, we had X and Pearl come out, I think, within a year of each other,
Yeah, super close together.
which is crazy. It was like King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard type type release schedules.
Yeah.
But look, like, I don't think we've had a Mia Goth film on the list, but yeah, she's great. She's like our queen of horror at the moment,
Yeah, big time.
and yeah, she's doing such good work.
Yeah, I'm keen for it. Like, I need to rewatch the other two movies because I watched them not really realizing what they were, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Pearl more so, I did know going into it and I appreciated it more. But yeah, this is a really good trilogy. And
Did you
it's
watch
rare to-
X not realizing that Mia Goth was playing MaXXXine and Pearl?
Yeah, well, I didn't even know about the trilogy. And
Okay.
yeah, I just watched. I don't even think I knew who Mia Goth was. I think it was the first time I'd seen her.
Oh,
in
wow.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it might have been the first time I'd seen her as well.
yeah. But yeah, I watched it late as well. I watched it like a year after X's release. And yeah, the story's so good. I mean, yeah, like you said, she's kind of the queen of horror at the moment. And obviously, X was the first movie where everything sort of took place, and then Pearl was a flashback in time, and it followed the story of another character, and now MaXXXine is, I believe, following on from X, right?
Yep, it is.
So it sounds good, but basically in X, if anyone hasn't watched it, because it kind of flew under some people's radars like me. They're trying to film like a movie. I barely even remember. Was it a porno that they were filming?
Yeah, it
Or
was.
a proper movie? It was a porno.
Yeah, it's set in the
Okay.
70s.
Yeah.
The
So
golden
they'll-
age of pornography, as they call it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Where
So they got
handheld
some.
cameras were a thing that
Yeah.
just started to become a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So they were filming this porno with a bunch of young actors and stuff who kind of got a bit manipulated into it, and then obviously horrific things happen at this farm or this barn that they're filming at, and so now MaXXXine follows on from the main character as she sets out for fame and success in a 1980s Los Angeles. So that's going to be really cool to see, I think. Also because Pearl, even though it was a different character, it had some of these elements of this Pearl character wanting to be seen and to be famous in a way and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a common thread.
Yeah.
Pearl was the elderly woman living out on the farm with her husband. X, in a lot of ways, is a slasher. That's all I'll say about Pearl as a character. But yeah, all the films seem to be sort of working with that theme, I think, of seeking fame and seeking limelight and either falling short or like having difficulty breaking in. And I was just thinking now, it almost seems like it's going to be a similar sort of plot line maybe to Neon Demon.
Oh, true. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. So I don't know. That'll be interesting. Hopefully it has more narrative elements.
Nah, not necessary.
Yeah, I really laid you up for that one.
Yeah. So how do you predict it'll be compared to the other two movies, like better or worse?
Oh, good question. I think the really diplomatic sort of Weasley way out of that question is to say they're all their own movies.
Yeah.
They all have their place. I think I kind of like that answer anyway, because X was a slasher at its core. Pearl was not that. I don't even really know what to call it, like what to explain it as. MaXXXine doesn't look like it's going to be a slasher either. It's going to be its own type of movie. I don't know. I think Pearl's probably still going to be my favorite at the end of all this.
I'm tempted to say that Pearl will still be the best, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this will be the best of all three. That they're going to keep the trajectory going upwards, and they're going to expand on it and make it even bigger and better. So there we go.
Damn. Okay.
I think overall it's going to be an awesome film, though, even if it's not as good, because they've all been amazing. So,
how many characters is Mia Goth going to play?
Oh, now that's an interesting question.
I think she only played one in Pearl.
Yeah.
She played 2 in X.
3. I was going to say 3 in this one.
Well, I was thinking it was 2 in X, 1 in Pearl, none
0
in MaXXXine.
Yeah, she's
not in it at all.
Yeah.
They could do the Scream bait and switch, with Drew Barrymore being put on the posters and whatnot, and then they kill her in the first scene. Sorry, spoiler, everyone. The film came out in the 90s. You probably should have seen it by now.
Yeah, too bad. But we've had too many good movies on this list, I'm realizing, like too many good predictions. So with our very final movie on the list, I'm going to come out with a hot take and say that it's going to be bad. This is Return to Silent Hill. If you don't know, this is, Silent Hill is a video game series. It was on like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. Very spooky video games, very good. This is based on Silent Hill 2, which I think is the best of the video games. It's also a reboot of the Silent Hill movies, which came out in the early 2000s.
Yeah, right.
Which were both really good as well, especially the first one.
Oh, okay.
I really love those movies. So I don't see any world in which this movie is as good as them.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my hot take.
I haven't played the games. I haven't seen the movies. I will now watch the original movies.
So good.
Hearing now that they're good. I didn't really expect great things. Seeing the title in our notes. We obviously don't have a trailer at this stage. We don't have a release date. I don't know.
It's not much to go by.
Definitely not. Yeah, the original Silent Hill video games, were they Japanese made?
I believe so.
You were saying they're really scary, so I'm
Yeah,
actually
Silent
kind
Hill
of keen to play
2.
those.
Yeah, I think I've played 1, 2, and 3, not all the way through. Silent Hill 2 is the one I've played the most. And I was like, yeah, this isn't scary, whatever. And so I played it. And then it started getting hard. And it's basically this very foggy, misty town that this guy travels to try to get answers, It's so scary in the game. It starts to wear you down because there's this white noise that just starts ringing constantly. And it's very subtle and it's very dissociating. And
Oh gosh.
when there's no indication of when the monsters are going to get you, except that the noise starts to get a little fuzzier and a little louder, and it just blends with the cloud landscape, and the monster just appears, and you can't really fight them because they're too powerful, and you're just a guy, It's one of those games.
Those games.
So, and the movies took it to another level. It was like really, they took all the craziest, coolest like fantasy characters from the Silent Hill games and they chucked them into the movies, and it was really good. The first one was a lot like the game, so it just felt very real, and the second one was more fantasy, I'd say more gruesome and stuff, which was also really cool too.
Oh wow. I'm just reading here, Silent Hill 2 is coming out, like they're doing a remaster like for a lot of consoles and on PC soon. So
that'll be cool. It's not that fun to play, but it's iconic.
Okay.
It's fun, like, to get scared and stuff, but it's, it's scary. So
Yeah.
it's not a pleasurable experience.
Games like that are so hard as well. Like Resident Evil,
Yeah.
I found really difficult. I was trying to play it on stream, and a lot of people popping into my stream were people who had played it before, and they're like, man, it's taking you so long to get through this section. And I'm like, it's freaking hard, okay? Leave me alone. Give me clues. And they're like, no, it'll ruin it if I tell you too much. And I'm like, oh, God damn it. I've walked through this mansion like 20 times in, 3 different ways. I can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's one of those for sure. It's definitely one of those. I just saw the good thing that Return to Silent Hill has for it is, I didn't realize this, but it has the original director returning, Christoph Gans.
Oh,
so
cool.
he
Okay.
directed-
From the
I
original
didn't
movies.
realize that.
Yeah, neat.
Yeah, I don't know if he did both of them, but he did the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Silent Hill Revelation is the second one.
Well, that's always good. The original director returning to the films, at least you'll have like consistent vibe. If you liked the first film, it's more likely that we'll get a good extra installment.
Now that I
Maybe.
think about it, I don't think I've seen Silent Hill Revelation. That's a different director anyway.
Okay.
But I've definitely seen the first one. That was really good. So that's cool that he's making a return. But yeah, I'm going to say it's going to be a flop.
Yeah. Without knowing anything else, surely.
Yeah.
Surely. Dude, it might be the best movie of the year. Who can say?
I mean, it could very well. There's so many good movies coming out this year, I'm realizing as we look at it. And there's so many more that we didn't even mention because there wasn't enough info and stuff like that. So it could be a massive year for horror.
Like Frankenstein,
Ooh.
which I knew was coming out. It's a boy Guillermo del Toro.
Nice.
They started filming this month. Expected to wrap in July, I'm seeing. So we probably won't get it this year, but we'll get it early next, I reckon.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Mia Goth, Oscar Isaac, and there was another big name that was associated with it, and I wonder if he dropped out. It was second Spider-Man.
You mean Andrew Garfield?
Yes. Yeah, Andrew Garfield must have dropped off.
I don't see him anymore.
Benedict Cumberbatch was also originally going to be cast as the monster.
Damn.
But anyway, it's it looks good. It
I'm
looks
keen for
good.
that. It's amazing, Frankenstein's amazing source material to work from.
Mm-hmm.
And with all those people, Guillermo del Toro, of course. Yeah, it gives me the vibes of Nosferatu that's coming out. It's like it could be amazing like that. Yeah.
Yep. Another fantastic old story, given the breath of new life, given that spark of new life, resuscitated upon the table. Yeah, you see where I'm going?
Struck by lightning. Oh my God. And did you know that there was already a Frankenstein movie that got released this year?
Really? This year?
Yeah, just a few weeks ago. There was Lisa Frankenstein. Which I don't know anything about, but I saw it pop up. And
wonderful.
I think it's a comedy horror with like Catherine Newton and like Cole Sprouse.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm getting a feel for what sort of caliber of movie we're talking about here.
Yeah. It looks very neon, very colorful, very aesthetic.
Right.
So, yeah,
oh, it
that's
actually
probably
looks
a bit of
good
fun.
on the poster. Yeah. Where can I watch this?
I don't actually see where to watch it. It may have like just recently left cinemas, I guess.
Dude, it got a coin flip on Rotten Tomatoes.
Ooh.
Like a straight coin flip.
It'll be a fun movie. I'll give it that.
It's like a love it or hate it type movie. That's wild. Damn, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Roll the dice on this one. What a fun way to round out the episode.
Heck
What do we
yeah.
think that movie's going to be like?
I think it'll be fun, but kind of bad.
Yeah. Cool. Agreed.
Yeah.
Let's see how we
Nice.
feel.
I think it'll be better than Totally Killer, to put it that way.
Right. Oh, okay. Totally
If you
Killer
remember,
was
it's
pretty good.
Totally Killer. I thought it was pretty good, but I think it'll be a bit better than that, but similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see. I don't think Totally Killer was a coin flip of a movie though.
Ooh.
I think it was like a 60% or something on Rotten Tomatoes. Wait, am I dialed in?
I think you are dialed in.
Killer.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
no.
87.
I am well off. 87.
Oh my God. Well, that's my hot take then, that
But
Lisa Frankenstein will be better.
6.5 on IMDb and 62% on Metacritic. So,
Yeah.
man, I need to recalibrate. What are the kids like?
Tune back into those numbers.
Oh gosh. Well, I am pumped for this year. What a list.
Yeah, we're ready for 2024. We hope you all are too. Hope you've enjoyed our predictions. Let us know what you thought, and if you have your own predictions on any of these movies or any others that are coming out in 2024, we'd love to hear it.
Let us know because we want to watch them. All of them.
Heck yeah.
Rain, hail, or shine. Good, bad. We want to
As
put
long
our
as-
eyes on them.
As long as we can acquire them on film, we can watch them.
Right. That's
That's been all from us at It Lives on Tape. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you next time, I suppose.
Stay spooked and all that. Goodbye.
Bye-bye, y'all.